No time to talk. We got a game. What's up, everybody? How's everyone's day? We're jumping right into it. Oh, yeah. We're going right into it. Grass Flag, thank you for 25 months. Football was weird yesterday. Dude, the fucking Bengals-Bears game. Locked in today. No, you get no just chatting. I mean, we can just chat right now through these first few levels, but that's it. That's it. Talk about the World Series? I'd be pretty devastated if I was a Toronto fan. I would be pretty fucking devastated. Toronto could have won that series if they ran base good. No, he was out. It was not a tie. He was out. Anyone who's saying it was, that's come on. He was clearly out. Yeah, no, he was clearly out on the replay. It's not. No. Yeah, he was clearly out. It was not a tie. Yeah. You have exactly no skin in the game? Did it look like a tie to you? I mean, I don't know what video you watched. Because to me, it looked like his foot got back down before he was there. It's a split second, but it happened. This is one of those situations where I think replay actually hurts everyone, because like if you weren't watching replay, you wouldn't even have thought twice about it. It's like when people call a game like a catch not a catch, but I'm like, we watched it, it's a catch. We watched it, it was a catch. This is the SNES version. Dodgers have one of the best players in the world. I mean, they have the best player in the world, but they have like 6 of the best 12. I don't know if I can handle that. Yeah, I mean the Jays lost because of base running, and that's just how it be. I didn't like. People are always going to complain about ref calls or anything in every sport ever. Whenever there's close games, yada yada. But I felt like it was every call was the correct call, honestly. Yeah. Horrible weekend. Horrible weekend. We know you're not beating this? Well, don't worry. Don't worry. No one's subbed right now. No one's subbed right now anyway, so I don't have to give any money back. Well, Burrito Loco, I'll have to give his money back. You unsubbed? I mean, to be fair, we didn't give you like your proper guest room that you were expecting. I don't blame you. Yeah, Moni's at my house right now, and she's had to sleep on an air mattress because my mother-in-law has been in town for the last 2 days. We kicked my mother-in-law out though today, so Moni could have the baller room. Bum, 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 bum. We made Moni sleep on an air mattress. I did take her to Little People Wrestling. Yes, that is true. I did take her to Little People Wrestling. And it was one of the most fun nights ever. Honestly, it was a legitimately good show. Yeah, it was really fun. Were they little people? Okay. All right. Let me tell you all about little people wrestling we went to yesterday. There was, as there are at little people wrestling, there was varying degrees of size. However, I gotta say, the guy that was the champion, he was not, he was maybe like 3 inches shorter than me. All right. Which respectfully, I feel like you gotta be like 4, 5, you know, to be really in this. Yes. All it made me think is that I could enter into I could get into little people wrestling and be like the big show of little people wrestling. Yeah, mid-show. That's just a short dude. It was funny when he came out, the whole crowd was like, I don't know, man. You seem pretty tall. But then he put on like a legit banger match that turned into a Royal Rumble. And anyway, the night ended with like the 2'8" guy winning the whole title. It was an interesting show. First of all, it was really clear that like some people did not show up. So they were limited on wrestlers. Wrestlers were refereeing, and they had one referee shirt, so they were trading it. Oh, live wrestling's amazing. No way I'll finish this in one sitting. Are you kidding me? We're finishing in 2 hours. Bum, ba-da-dum, bum, 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 bum. Squid's Game Challenge. No, the problem I have with Squid Game Challenge, they're not killing the people. I really need them to be killing the people for me to have, you know, that sort of... You know, it just doesn't feel that exciting. Don't say that. I know we're like 2 episodes of TV away from that happening, right? Okay, interesting. You played this when you were young. It took you 6 months. I think this is day 5 for me. Give Mr. Beast a few years, I'll get there. I mean, listen, you gotta do what you gotta do for the views, chat. I mean, one Mr. Beast video gets more views than my entire 10 years of YouTube. He knows what's up. If he wants to kill some people, he'll... You work in the nonprofit world, and the Beast Game show feels like people were being inauthentically kind considering the money on the line. What do you mean? Mr. Beast's overhead's gotten so large that he has to maintain insane views. It's kind of how it happens. You can't make smaller stuff, right? A girl gave up a $1 million prize twice and ended up losing. A number of people passed on taking the payout. I don't know, you ever watch Deal or No Deal? People pass on... People make dumb decisions all the time. I didn't watch Beast Games. I will say, people get real greedy real quick. And also, some people will be like, well, I mean, I gotta get the whole thing. Passing up a mill and you don't think it's scripted? I didn't watch the show. I don't know. I didn't watch the show. Do I think it's scripted? Probably. I mean, like, to be fair, like, I've been a part of a few documentaries and there's scripted moments in that, so. People lose like 80% of their IQ on, yeah, I mean, people are different in front of cameras than they are, like, just normally. And they do dumb things. And depending on who they are, right? Like, your level of wealth will depend on if passing on $1 million, like, right? Like, what if the people on his show were just rich already? And they were like, $1 million? That's not even worth being here. Yeah, that's my logic. Although I don't know, I didn't watch the show, so I don't know. All right. Okay. People don't think wife swap's real? Or people think wife swap is real? You know, I know wife swap's not real. They never showed any of those couples fucking. One of those wives and husbands would have swapped and just been like, whoa, that's my bad. I didn't realize. Johnny Sin's wife swap. Whoa, that's not what the show's about? Fly through these early levels now? I know, I wonder what the speed run is. I wonder what the speed run world record is. MILF swap? I mean, I'm assuming they all want to bone their wives. Remember the Christian Warrior on Wife Swap? No, I did not watch that much Wife Swap, I gotta admit. I get the basic idea of the show. But I always thought, I was like, well, this is stupid, why aren't they banging? No, there's one level that has portals, so I'm pretty sure they take the portals in. There's like a portal somewhere, and they take that in and out. Any percent no exit glitch? 35 minutes? I don't know what exit glitch is. Motherfucker. Ooh, any plans for this week? I got no big plans. You mean for stream? We got Twitch Rivals on Wednesday. Twitch Rivals on Wednesday. That's a big deal for us. What's left here? Oh, nothing. Hades Twitch Rivals on Wednesday. We're going to beat that. We're going to win that. Yes, I will be. Is the Suzuka race this weekend too? Or was that this last weekend? It's next weekend. I want to do that race. Yeah, I want to do that race real bad. Twitch Rivals is a competition where Twitch gives us money no matter how bad we do. And I'm known for going into Twitch Rivals with very little practice and doing one of two things: finishing really good or finishing really poorly. Fucking whore. Fucking whore. Well, it is really funny whenever anyone that plays the game loses to me in Twitch Rivals. Because, like, they know, Twitch Rivals knows I'm gonna do a limited amount of work for each Rivals, right? This is the SNES version. Think the game would be easier with a keyboard? I don't think it really matters. In the game, it's just one game. Hades 2. Ooh, I'm good at Hades. They gave us a, you know what? They gave us a fully unlocked save file, which I really made things a lot easier for me, because that was the problem I was having. It was just getting everything unlocked. Marlon Dewey, thank you for 44 months. Have I mentioned that I love subs, chat? Like, deeply and greatly love subs. I played a good amount of Ultimate when Ultimate first came out. I am a really bad Smash player, but I'm like a above average casual Smash player. The Multiverse tournament, well, once I figured out what character I could play in Multiverse, I was good. The problem was it took me a while to figure out the character. I know, the old Prince of Persia. This game's honestly good, but also horrible. The Multiverse one was like a DoorDash sponsored one, and I dominated that tournament, chat. I don't know if you guys remember, like, I did really bad the first day, and then I ended up coming back and making the finals and took a game. The amount of Stockholm Syndrome I get for these games is wild. I think you just start to play a game long enough where you really appreciate it. You know what? Maybe that's part of my problem with Curiosity. Maybe we played it too much that we were like, people are gonna love everything about this. And we were a little blinded by our own game. Snow blindness? What do I think the world would be like if video games never existed? I don't know. Does the internet exist then? Does social media exist? What does exist in this situation? To be honest with you, I don't think video games have had a really huge impact on like the world. Maybe a little bit of like pop culture, but like the greater world, I don't think they've had a ton of impact. Wait, what do I need to do here? I forget. I don't know. Yeah, you disagree? I don't know that like video games have had the impact of like fucking Facebook on the world. You know, I don't know. I just don't know where video games impacted, like if it would have a drastically large difference. On the like the world at whole. My personal world, lots of difference. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I'm underestimating Grand Theft Auto. I think movies would probably be more popular. You still haven't beat this? Oh, well, there's tons of stuff you haven't done either. I'm sure that I've done. They blame games for violent crimes. What if they didn't have that? What would be their scapegoat? I don't know. Probably a minority group. I don't think the blaming games for violent crimes thing really did much. I don't think that really went anywhere overall. Outside of like some moms didn't let you all play Mortal Kombat for Genesis. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Castronomus. Like, who would they blame for thing? Well, there's your answer. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they used to blame Elvis. They used to get real mad at Elvis about things. Like, they used to think he was the reason the world was coming to a full end. I don't really get this part of the lore, I gotta admit. I don't know. I'll blame something. Today we do the slide? What's the slide? Elvis was shaking that dick, to be fair. You know what? If shaking your dick could cause girls to go ravenous and crazy, my whole neighborhood would be insane, all right? I'd just be helicoptering everywhere. The infamous Pac-Man quote. How good a snowboarder was before I started streaming? I was good, but I wasn't good enough. And I used to think that like, okay, when I was snowboarding, I used to think that I wasn't good enough for a multitude of different reasons. You know, like I just needed to push myself harder. I just needed to have bigger balls. I needed to maybe have like, you know, someone to explain things more to me, things like that. But what I absolutely realized after signing with Red Bull and seeing how actual pro snowboarders were working and training was I wasn't doing enough off the mountain at all. I wasn't lifting enough weights. I wasn't stretching. I was garbage. I wasn't eating right. I wasn't doing anything that could have like constituted being an actual professional athlete. You know, I was always like, the way I operated, the best I could ever be was like, you know, best on my mountain, best in my city. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I wouldn't focus on one thing or one part, or, you know, I just was I think part of that carries over into this, and that's why I suck sometimes in this. You know, sometimes I get a little lost or I wing it. Basically how I do rivals, maybe. I was always I was always like a step behind, right? So like when I first learned to do, you know, like single corks and sevens, by that point it's like doubles and tens, and then when you learn doubles, it's like by that point, and that was like the extent I ever got, and like not far, but by that point, you know, it's people are on the triples and 16s. I was never a good pipe rider. I was always so bad at the pipe. So that limits what I can do a little bit, and I hurt myself a lot. I got hurt a lot. Pretty much every winter I would have to take time off because I mean, for lack of a better word, sometimes I was bad. Wunderblah. Thank you for a year and 6 months in advance. Was I speedrunning snowboarding? No, I just think like I didn't understand like the work ethic involved in things. Even like the way I understand it now in gaming, or even like the way I approached like Mario Maker when I first started to get really good at Mario Maker, you know what I mean? I approached it in such a better way than I was snowboarding. So Buck, you would know. I mean, you would know. We had more sleepovers together than anyone, so I like this hoodie. This is my favorite hoodie. I don't like the way it necessarily looks, but I like the way it feels. Am I referring to half pipes? Not crack pipes. Go down. That was my fault. I went too fast, chat. Quick question for you. In your game Curiosity, can you customize the cat like color patterns? Since you customize the mention on Steam, there are different skins for your cat, but you can't like make your cat look like your cat unless your cat looks like one of the skins we already have in the game. There's a grip of skins. I like 20 cat skins. Chances are we have a cat that looks similar to yours. Yeah. Imagine you could take a picture of your cat and get AI to match onto the cat in the game. Imagine. Why would you need AI for that? What is AI gonna do? Does an NBA 2K do that without AI? Actually, you know what? That might not be the best example. Now that I think about it, I don't know if I should have used NBA 2K as the best example for this. Listen, if you know how to do these things, we can make you can help me make my next game. I definitely can't promise it'll make money, but it'll be fun. Imagine if the AI was just given curiosity. You know what? Honestly, at this point, I wish we would have just made it with AI. It would have been supposedly cheaper, easier. I don't think it would have expected sales. You can help with the Q&A. Isn't that just... You just saying you can play the game? Photography? Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Destiny. Raging Cajun boy. Thank you for 4 months. I love subs. I saw Xwater submitted it to GDQ. I did. I'm hopeful he gets in. That'd be really cool. I don't know enough about AI. I can't even use AI to make me a little chatbot game. I know even that's smart about it. Xwater on the stage would be hot. Well, it'd be really fun for me. Xwater's been on my couch multiple times, you know? How critical is the timer to the game? Okay, if we beat the game in the timer time, we get laid at the end. If we don't, apparently we don't get laid at the end. I've never seen Running Man. I think I want to read the Running Man books. I feel like I'd like it. So critically important? I don't know, guys. Judging from a lot of you dudes on the internet, I don't know if getting laid is our #1 priority here. People use AI to describe LLMs. I know what that is. Good rule of thumb is to read Stephen King books over watching the movie adaptations. I don't know. Don't they all have like a weird like part where they like might run train on a 12-year-old or something in each of those books? Don't they all have like a really weird part in every one of his books? This is the old ones. No, just it. The Landoliers. It too. Cujo. Actually, I don't know if the Langoliers has that. Do 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 do. I don't know. I'm just making that up. Stephen King was doing a lot of coke. Is it coke that makes you write like that? I've never done coke, so maybe that's why I don't understand. Just saying, thank you for 66 months. It is a rich person drug, right? What's an LLM? What did that open? Oh, what I think is going to be real fascinating, and I think is going to happen at a rather rapid rate, honestly, is companies are like firing people and replacing them with AI, but then they're going to quickly realize that they didn't do that. They just caused themselves another problem, and then they're going to have to hire a bunch of people to help their AI models. Yeah, I think that's going to happen across companies left and right. And they just get stuck with like, basically just like, I don't know, you're a farm, got sold bad soil, you know? A bad tractor. The book I'm reading, the AI goes crazy a lot in it. Oh wait, I know what I need to do. I know, I just wanted to use it to make a chat game. Chat. Wait, did someone explain what LLMs are? And I just ignored the chat? Get away! Is that one gonna come from behind me? Large language model. And what's that? What does it do? Oh, so you can steal my idea. You know what I miss? When the only time anyone talked about AI is when Halo enemies were on Legendary. That was like the only time I'd be like, oh yeah, that's good AI. You son of a bitch. What does the chat game do? I need to have a way that you all can have, you know, maybe a little avatar that can pop up and play different games or do different things, and your little avatar can get different clothes. and you could spend, you know, points on it, or you could, you know, sub to get more points, etc., etc. Something like that. Get Doug to help me. Doug's busy and doesn't need me to pay him money. No, can I be real? You need someone that can help you after, too. He does that on a daily basis. That's what I'm saying. Doug's more talented than I am. I've spent the last decade practicing the wrong skills. After what? Listen, Doug's my friend. He's awesome. He's dope. He even offered, because I asked him if I asked like in a big group chat, and he even offered it. And I said, Doug, this would be ridiculous. You have no time and don't need money, okay? I more need someone that has time and needs money. November 8th. Okay, cool. Adam, I'm not going to talk about it openly. But that's the gist. I need money. Something in return for him? You just want me to suck Doug's dick because you think that's going to be content, okay? First of all, how do you know we haven't already? Secondly, wait, what am I doing here? How do I work this? Secondly, there's nothing I can do to owe Doug a favor. I already owe Doug a million favors. He can't cash them in because I'm not valuable. I offer no shareholder value. I already owe him favors. He can't cash them in. You know how many favors I owe to people? They just don't cash in because they're like, oh shit, I did the wrong thing. I'm an idiot. Sorry, chat. Went the wrong way. I got 400 people. All right, Zwex. First of all, I don't like knowing my numbers because generally it makes me depressed. If it's not big enough, because when you're a streamer, you start to value yourself by numbers and not actual self-worth. Oh, money raised for charity? Whatever. Random Prince of Persia stream? I'm a sides queen? Yeah, that's how I feel. It's like, I feel like a lot of companies aren't even getting sold, like, even models. I feel like a lot of companies are getting sold, like, they make you a website, and that website is just accessing ChatGPT, and you think that it's specialized, right? I think that's like a lot of companies are just like basically like scamming other companies in that way, and it's doing nothing. And they might put on like a fancy demo or something. Yeah. And normally I wouldn't care because, like, you know, whatever. But we all know who ends up suffering when CEOs make bad decisions, right? I have to live with Dan Clancy's decisions every day. The streamers? Actually, technically, weirdly, I do. Because, like, I think I can definitely see... I think it's pretty easy for me to see, like, where the general... where the general status of people are. And I think the way that I'm receiving subs right now lets me know that, and just like seeing names in chat that have been subbed forever and ever but can't right now, you know what I mean? Probably want to but can't right now. I can tell that people that are in the middle or lower are definitely struggling and hurting and feeling more strained, and people that are at the highest point are living in a different world right now where they're making money hand over fist on their investments in the stock market. And they are donating an actual, you know, you see it on generally every month this year, but last month on my stream, you can see like the top gift subbers, right? Like the top 3 or 4 people will have an astronomical large number, and then it drops down really quick, right? And that's because that's kind of how it is. And we're getting to this point where that's kind of the basis of like our whole American, at least, economy, where it's like we're just gonna have to rely on like hoping the rich people will spend enough money to let us get... No, that's deep, but it's the truth. That's the truth. It's like, it's kind of easy to see that as a streamer, right? Empathy's against TOS. Bum ba da dum bum 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 bum. Like whales and gotcha games, it's turning more and more into that. But that's like the whole economy's turning into that. Are they, Slorn? What about if you take a loan out on them? Are they dead money then? I'm an idiot. Explain it to me more, Slorn. Permanently gone until they sell assets? Yes, I would agree. That's what I would agree. Like, money is better when people are spending it, right? Like, we're all in agreement of that. Yeah, exactly. See, you get it. You get it. You're with me, Slorn. Having empathy is a new TikTok trend. I didn't even say anything empathetic. I just said, like, it's... Listen, can I tell you one of the worst things about being a streamer is literally like just like asking for subs. It fucking sucks. You hate doing it. You feel grimy. At least in subathon, like I can pretend like it's like, oh, you know, we're here, we're all giving away something for it. So I want to create more like chat games that like value your time and give you something to do that value your time, because it's something like I understand, you know. And then the people who can sub, they can get bonuses and like, you know, buy out every loot box and everything they want to buy out, you know. And also something that'll like make like when I bring back the 24/7 channel to have the value. For you to like leave a tab open. Queerbee, thank you for 50 months. I love subs. But yeah, I think you can see that like plain as day. Sorry, I didn't mean to get deep. I was just being like, man. The 24/7 channel is like the normal streams at 1/12 the speed. Wow. Thanks, sweetie. I love subs. Yeah, plus who doesn't like loot boxes? Right? It's who doesn't want a loot box? Let's be real. Fluffy udders. I think my favorite stat is the amount of millennials, the amount of millennial wealth. Of that millennial wealth, 65% of it is Mark Zuckerberg. And you know what sucks is like, dude, I thought these boomers would be dying by now. Dude, they're like hitting these perfect medical advancements that's just letting them live and live and live. Oh my God. Ugh. Oh no, I jumped. Maybe cigarettes weren't as bad as they said. What am I drinking? Yellow Red Bull. You hate video games? This one just feels. This one it clearly like lag eats your jump sometimes. It's just awkward. Did I see your question? No, re-ask it. Sorry, I didn't just ignore it. What flavor is yellow? It's basically like high C, honestly. Yeah. Well, chat. I mean, I guess they're okay. The flavor's tropical, but yellow Red Bull. And first of all, also, if you don't know what flavor yellow is, just say you were rich growing up, okay? Because if you don't know the flavors red, yellow, and purple, you probably had money. Purple's a flavor, and it's not grape. Blue's dank though. Blue is the dank flavor, okay? I'm sorry. Blue is legitimately the best flavor. Yeah, blue is the best flavor. Light blue, not dark blue. Like, you know the blue Gatorade Zeros? I shouldn't even talk about this because I'm a Red Bull guy. Dank. Does the advent calendar have any flavors I didn't have? Oh, I got it. I don't know. I should check. I'm sure it does. I mean, there's definitely flavors I haven't had. There's also like all the European flavors, which I like never get to try, basically. The advent calendar does have the new winter one, yeah. I also got sent a, actually, I can go get it after this level. I can show you everything Red Bull sent me this week. They sent me a whole shit ton of shit. There's crowd control, where you can spend real money. No, I'm not selling. I'm not selling it. You can, if you buy it, that's fine, but I don't care if you do or don't. That's the one thing. I think Red Bull sells you Red Bull by giving you Kaizo Coliseum and other dumb things I do. Pancake, thank you for 63 months. Wait. I don't want to go this way. You love coconut? I don't really like coconut anything. I don't know what it is. Coconut flavor just reminds me of like sunscreen. Oh, I don't remember. I don't remember. Not a ton of people do. Yeah, people love coconut. Coconut is healthy sugar water. Chat, I don't remember where I'm going. Investment strategies called buy, borrow, die. That's what I need to do, isn't it? That's what I need to do right there. I remember now. I remember. We can get a follow-up video. You guys want the speedrun reaction video? Invest in your happiness? What do you mean? What am I gonna invest in? How will I invest in your happiness? I'm investing my time into your happiness, okay? Okay? I'm investing me beating this stupid game so you can be happy, so you can see the final end credits, the end screen that says the end. You're not happy? Why not? What's going on in your life that's making you not happy? Tell me. Listen, yeah, trauma dump Tuesday. Give me your trauma dumps right now, chat. It's Monday. Yep, I know. How much to shave off my gooner stash? You don't have that type of dough, bro. You know how I know? If you were trying to pretty woman me, you'd make an offer first, then we'd negotiate. You really don't? Is that stash for No Nut November? Okay, here's the problem. Is that this stash only makes my wife more attracted to me. She fucking loves when I grow a mustache. She loves the dirtiest white boy look. So my nuts are only going up in November. I do know something November, but it's no nug November. I've hit way more nuts. Way more nuts. Yo, A-Rod, thank you for 22 months. I think the stuff should have been going out like the last couple days, so. Nutvember? Yes. You just got into a relationship, so your HJ count's risen? You know what people hate? Love a good old fashioned. Miss Sakisa, thank you for 50 months. No Nut November is one of the stupidest psyops. I just don't think that shit's healthy, man. I don't think dudes should be running around with that much anxiety. I'll check on that. I can check on that too, but I'm sure it's on its way. The merch from the store? Or from winning? We'll figure it out. Just a single month isn't really harmful? I don't know, bro. 2 days and I'm just walking around like, Let it go. Yeah, that's on its way then. It's bad for your prostate. I think we're giving away more soon. It's also just a purity test. Yeah, I'm just not pure. I'm impure. I don't care. I don't know, guys. Can I tell you guys something that I think about way too often? Like when I'm watching like a show like The Walking Dead or any like post-apocalyptic zombie show or anything, I always think about that. I'm like, when do they fucking jerk it? Or like when those motherfuckers are in Big Brother for 90 days. I'm like, you know, like I just like, cause like eventually, like after like 3 weeks, I would just not be able to stand up. Like if I'm on Big Brother, all right, I would just not be able to stand up after 3 weeks. I would just be walking around just fucking like, how's it going? How's it going? Will you use your veto on me? Hey. Longer toilet breaks? I don't know. Maybe it's because like I'm not 12 or I always had locks on my room. I don't think that would work for me. I need more romance than that setting. I need more romance than the public bathroom 20 other people are also shitting in. And my imagination. Fuck. Not after 3 weeks, you're probably right. Yeah, actually, you're probably right. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. You jerked in a church bathroom once? You don't have to share everything that's relevant about the topic in chat. I hope you randomly do know someone in chat right now. Roni walked in at the worst time. Could have been worse. There could have been worse ports to walk in. We should all know less about each other. No, I always do it for the bit. I mean, it did hit the bit. Once our done with Eartha Kitt in airplane bathroom. It came up naturally. What? It came up organically, chat. Not very streets ed. Messy Mayo, thank you for 36 months. I love subs. 16-month streak. What happened before that? You're just saying it's not a sin if you're using the hand of God? I'm not even religious and I don't want to touch that at all. Yeah, I don't want to touch that even a little bit. Do I personally believe in heaven, hell? No, you can. I don't care what you guys do or believe or, you know, whatever. It doesn't really affect me. But I'm gonna hedge my bet on that particular sentence you just said. That's all. I'm just gonna hedge my bet on that one. It's an also if it is playing soccer. I'm pretty sure it's a spell in EverQuest too. Luma dude, thank you for the sub. I love subs. What's that? You believe in the curiosity vote? I know for not liking cats and not believing in heaven and hell, I sure made curiosity. Okay, how do you get through this? Bam! I hate this. It's so stupid. The sword fights get to be so long. What if you don't fight him? Then I won't be able to jump. Well, I guess I could just turn around. I guess I do know how to put my sword away now. You think I should do a slow step over the first one? I think you should shut the fuck up and let me play the game, okay? I've been past this level. I think I should get better timing. Yeah, better timing. Is there a pay to win function? Oh, look at us. Championship. Look at how good we are. Grog Strong, thank you for the tier 1 6 months in advance. Going back to what we were saying earlier, chat, I've also seen a lot more 6 months in advance subs lately. And I think that's because people are trying to be smarter with their money. And they're like, well, I want this. I don't want ads. I'm going to do that for as cheap as possible. I think that's another thing we were talking about. Streamer index is the new stripper index. Raising a generation of gamers who don't understand why they can't just watch an ad to get stronger. What happened to the stripper index? Strip clubs are boring. They're boring now. None of them ran it for the love of the game. There we go. Yeah, do you turn down boobs in movie and GP plus? Such a funny moment. Sorry about my lines yesterday. Oh, God, that was rough, man. That was a rough game. I mean, but it was the block kick. I would love to know the percentage of teams that win after getting their kick blocked. I feel like it's got to be less than 10% of teams win after getting a kick block. No. Y'all are getting beaten up. I mean, to be fair, I think the whole NFL is pretty... I don't think there's too many healthy... Ironically, the healthiest team right now, like, going is, like, the Chiefs. Can I be honest? I know the Bills won yesterday, but I don't think the Bills are... They're just giving up too many sacks this year. Iron Wolf Sarah, thank you for the tier fucking 3 for 63 months. Is NFL pay to win? Not as much as Major League Baseball is. I mean, if you look at the NFL, salaries are pretty even, more or less. The difference between the least you can spend and the most you can spend in the NFL is pretty much the same. It's pretty close to it. I think that the NFL is, you got to draft well and be healthy. You know what the NFL is? Cortisone shot to win. That's what the NFL is. Like, what players are willing to play extremely hurt? The NFL is all fixed? Nah. NFL, honestly, the NFL's the NBA. Okay, basketball is probably the easiest game to fix because, like, if Steph Curry missed 10 shots one night, we'd all would just be like, oh, well, off game. And then it's individual player prop bets in baseball, specifically for pitchers. Actually, any individual prop bet's probably going to be your number one thing. Is going to cause your biggest problems. Yeah. The NFL doesn't need to rig games. You know why? You're watching the Super Bowl. It doesn't need to. The NFL doesn't need to play favorites of teams. I think the problem is just like it's really hard to make a good... You can't like overturn an NFL team that quickly. Maybe to be in like the playoffs, but not a championship team. Oh yeah, I gotta go around. Yeah, I gotta go around. I forgot. Oh God, is gross. Betting's becoming a problem in all sports. Yeah, I think it's definitely got to be like as if you're getting NBA, if you're getting fucking Terry Rozier making $28 million and Chauncey Billups making, you know what, close to 10 after a full NBA career, you got to think college kids are like going ham, right? The big issue is MMA. What do you mean? They don't make enough money in MMA? I completely agree with that, but I mean, that's because Dana White's greedy. There's nowhere else for them to go. Yeah, I mean, why do you think boxers don't want to have like the UFC of boxing? Because they still make fucking bank. Their sport's infinitely less popular and they make way more than pretty much everyone but like the top MMA guys. And then if you compare like, you know, most really top boxers are going to make way more than the top MMA guys by a bajillion, despite their fights being watched by way less people. Yeah, WWE is too expensive. I'm not like I'm gonna go to WrestleMania weekend next year, but not Mania. I'm just gonna go and watch the indies. Yeah, I hate this background. The 50K fight night bonus. Yeah, Mania is too expensive. Oh yeah, no, like WWE shows in the last year have gotten insane. I don't think I'll be going to any WWE show. I mean, honestly, outside of there's a million reasons why I've not been liking WWE as much anyway compared to AEW, but it's just like it's not feasible to spend my money that way. Oh, come on. Yeah, it's insane. Yeah, like I've got a bunch of clips of me sitting front row at WWE, and they were expensive seats, but like now they're like more expensive than sitting like courtside at an NBA game. Like at a Laker game. Like it's insane. It's wild. Shit. The princess in a different castle? No, my princess is marrying some dude. She marries some guy. I think green shirt guy is gonna be fine. Something tells me he'll be fine. I don't know what it is, but I think he's gonna be just fine. No, I didn't. No, it's insane. It's honestly wild. Wrestling should not be an expensive activity, right? Like your ticket should be priced to where you know, a certain level of trash can afford it. Like that's the point of wrestling. It's not a highbrow activity. Thank you, STN, for 9 months. I do love subs. Who's the only professional wrestler to be inducted to the Hall of Fame, WWE Hall of Fame twice? I mean, there's a bunch of them. I mean, there's literally a ton of them. There's like X-Pac, who's been with DX and with the NWO. There's Triple H, who's with DX and by himself. There's Undertakers, and there's Undertaker and Brothers of Destruction. Yeah. I was gonna say Scott Hall and Kevin Nash too, aren't they? Isn't Ric Flair in there twice? I mean, Kid Rock's in it. What are we talking about? Flair's in it 3 times? There you go. Bret Hart. Yeah. Oh, come on. This fucking idiot. I hate this level. Could be more in that picture. Oh, Evolution's in? Oh, so Triple H is in it 3 times too. Oh, I hate the background in this level. Hate it. I don't know. One for each H. Humble her, Sensley. Why is it worms? What do you mean, the background worms? I think it's supposed to be a, like, heat wave. Like when you have a bunch of heat and it's wavy, I think that's what it's trying to convey. We need the Curiosity Hell music for this. Curiosity Hell music's too good to be wasted on a level like this. Well, I mean, sometimes that's just like, that's hard when you're like, I'm assuming someone probably saw a TikTok. It's like a trivia question or like an Instagram video, whatever, same thing. That was like, which WWE Hall of Famers only in there twice? And they didn't realize it, and they got so excited to talk about wrestling with the one person they know who likes wrestling. And then they were like, no, that video lied to me. Fuck! Fuck! You start with 2 hours because there's 10 extra levels in this game. Yeah, you would know that. You would know that this level isn't even in the DOS version. We've been to level 16. It's not in the Apple II version either. Just this level. Yeah, this is the only level that takes place in literal hell. There's nothing left in that. I don't remember what we're doing in this one right off the bat. Get wrecked, guy. Wait. I fucked up. I fucked up, actually. This is the one where you drop the platform to hit the switch, yes. We were talking about, what game was I talking about? I've never beat like Oregon Trail on old Apple II. Probably because I never had computer lab for more than an hour. We're getting close to number 30. I don't know, 29. I should play logo for my next game. What's that? My first computer was a Gateway. That was like my computer. And it had 4 GB hard drive. And when I bought it, the guy said, "You'll never fill this up, ever." And then I got Napster, and I filled it up real quick. I filled it up so fast. Like that, this will hold all the data in the world. Play Prince of Persia 2 for the next one, lol. No, I think everyone's gonna be over Prince of Persia after this. Kassav filled your drives with movies? Kassav filled my drives with hardcore issues. Yeah. Different types of viruses. Okay. I remember how we got to do this. Who's Heather Brooke? My parents had computers. Like, my parents had a Windows 3.1 computer that I used to play a lot of Ski Free on. Oh, that was great. Great job by me. Great job. That was awesome. And like, we had like an MS-DOS one that I used to be able to like, or I guess that was the Windows 3.1 computer, and I'd have to put it in DOS mode and then do everything that way. Whoops. Ski Free was pretty good. I'd still put Ski Free as one of the best on snow games ever, legitimately. I still think it's one of the better on snow games. Rizal? What's Rizal? I never had that. The Pentium, having that little Intel Pentium sticker on your PC was like, I'm better than the rest of you. I was always a Quake kid. I liked Quake a lot. I played a good amount of Quake, and I mean, I played Doom, but like I played Doom and liked Doom, but Doom never hit me like Quake did. I always thought Quake was way fun. Maybe it's just because like you were playing Quake against people. What was the story in Quake? I don't know, murder your friend? Sony Slave, thank you for 69 months. Can everyone, especially the lurkers in chat, please type in nice? Half-Life Deathmatch for hours? I used to go to like this card shop used to have Unreal Tournament on the PCs, like where I played Magic, one of the places I played Magic, and I would go there and play Unreal, but that was it. I never played Unreal at home. But I played Quake at home a good amount. Can I tell you a game that I used to play online all the time, chat? And this is gonna sound so weird. The first Postal on what I want to say is like GameSpy. And it even had like voice chat on this website on GameSpy, and you could play like a bunch of different games. We used to play that and then Spades all the time. Tons of Spades. Spades is not a video game, it's just a regular card game. Yeah, GameSpy was lit. Yeah, the top-down one. It is a lot. You're gonna DM me about Wednesday? I have a fully unlocked thing. I got your DM about what I need to know. The posts about the weapons. What else is gonna happen? What else is happening? Oh, yeah, actually, could you give me like at the end of the stream? I can probably give you some names. I mean, you know, I'm gonna give you a couple names. You know, I'm gonna give you my names of my boys first. I'm gonna give you Wavy and X-Water first, like right off the bat, always. Always. I think Oddworld was kind of heavily inspired off Prince of Persia movement. Have I ever told you guys that I've met Mr. Lenning, the Oddworld creator? We had some drinks together. I did. I met the Prince of Persia. The actual Prince of Persia. I don't remember this level right now. There was a moment where we thought Oddworld was like Xbox's franchise. What am I doing in this shit? I don't remember this level. Yeah, this level's a pain in the dick. You always thought Oddworld was awkward girl? An awkward girl? There we go, that's what it is. It's like, I remember there's something over here. I'm an idiot. Get it together, Twitch. I don't think Twitch is gonna get it together anytime soon. Twitch needs to put Pluto in charge. There's a guy named Pluto who's worked at Twitch for a long time. He needs to be in charge. How do you get your money back? Well, you don't, because you haven't spent any, so you're good. Don't even worry about it. Well, then why would you get your money back? That's the thing. I'm not giving you shit for being broke. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Give him his time back? I don't have, dude, if I had that ability. What a superpower that would be. Whoa, Pooh hates poor people? That's not true. That's not true. However, I do hate mean people. Oh, that was a great move by me. I do hate mean people, and I will say mean people who also aren't gonna sub, like that's just like a double, right? What about Oscar the Grouch? Is Oscar the Grouch poor? I think Oscar the Grouch is frugal. I don't think he's poor. I think Oscar's got a fucking baller ass mansion down there, honestly. I don't think he's poor. Nah, I think at the bottom of that trash can is some dope shit. I know rich people who live in an apartment. Yeah, in fact, I would say most rich people that live in a city have like a really ugly outside and then they have like a big ass baller house inside. Is Oscar the Grouch a D-bag? I don't know if he's like that bad. What's the worst thing Oscar does? Tells people to leave him alone? A bit pessimistic? Oscar gay baits? Well, I mean, I'm literally gay baiting you all the time, every day, just by existing, though. You can't help it if you're just a hot-looking man. Yo, thank you for donating to Wings for Life. Bitch, I live in a fucking trash can. We do have an exceptionally gay chat here. Yeah, I would say even the straightest of us in here, or at least open to the idea. Is that wait, is that because I've been gay baiting though? We'd be open-minded. I just think most of us are pretty much cool with anything that doesn't really affect us. You've never subbed with a man before? Okay. I thought I could run once I got there. We'll see how the women feel. Yes, I'm also straight dating the women, okay? I use sexuality, my ungodly good looks, and my hot, exuding machismo to sell subs, okay? In fact, the next person who subs is probably just because extremely, extremely turned on. Thanks, G-Hall. It's the 15-year-old stash. This is way better than what I could grow at 15.
I'm so excited.
X is bad. You little horny bastard. Thank you for the 5 gift subs. Your tier 3 turned on? Thank you, Sarah. Thank you for representing the entire female lady species in that. You went to a strip club in Vegas that had dude and lady dancers? I think most girls who want to go to a strip club probably want to see girl dancers anyway. Are you gonna open an underwear strip club? What's an underwear strip club? What is that? Underwater strip club. That is definitely a different thing. Sometimes, listen, Chad, I have dyslexia, and sometimes words just read words stupidly, okay? Are you guys making fun of me? Just because it's my job to read your chat? Wow, it's fucked up, chat. Is there any point continuing this run? What do you mean? You can still beat the game. I just won't marry the princess. I don't actually think it's possible to beat the game and marry the princess. I think you literally have to be like speedrunning it. Yeah, she just marries someone else. She doesn't even die, Chad. It's not even that big a deal. She's literally just sitting there thinking for 2 hours, like, should I get married or not? Can we watch her get married to the other man? Okay, listen. I don't know what cuck fantasy you're trying to get on here with, but respect. I don't think the prince's goal is to become king. I don't even think we're in Persia right now, actually. Yeah, you don't lose the game, you just become a cuck. Which I'm definitely not, you know, going slow on purpose. Yes. We're in hell. Did I tell you guys my kid got in trouble for saying hell at school? And honestly, I think it's fucking hilarious. Yeah, because of the Minecraft song. And I've been cracking up about it for 3 days. It's stupid? Yes and no. He was singing la 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 lava chicken. And I love a chicken, it was tasty as hell. And he was just singing it. Yep, tasty as hell. That's what did it. He got slipped. He didn't even know it was a bad word. He was just like, I'm so sorry. I didn't even know that was a bad word. And I said, I told him, I was like, my guy, I said, bud. I was like, bud, if you're singing the word hell, it's not a bad word. It is totally fine. Or if you're watching a football game, also not a bad word. However, at school, probably just not one you want to do. And it's funny because he knows there's words he can't sing. One in particular. Which one? His favorite artist is Young Jeezy, chat. Or sorry, not Young Jeezy, Gucci Mane. Gucci Mane is his absolute favorite artist. I think you can guess which one. We've clarified. Never, ever, 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 no matter what. If you need to replace that word, you say people. What's the Q word? Hey, well, that was comedy. I could see the funny in that. Yeah, I wouldn't live by that too hard, Gravy. Yeah. Listen, also, Gravy, if one person said that, like at a concert or something, he didn't give you permission for the rest of the world. I wouldn't take that. I don't think that's gonna work for you. Did you? Oh, so you have permission? It's just a form of expression? You're a Caucasian that can do it? You gotta, yeah? That's how it works? Yeah, I don't think that's how it works, guys. I mean, I grew up in a mixed race family. I don't think that's how it works. You're Mexican? Listen, I think unless you're Big Pun. Nah, Fat Joe doesn't get one anymore. I don't know anything about Tekashi 69, I gotta be real. You guys are in the wrong place. Nope. No, I haven't. Invariability? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why would, what? You're exactly where your life choices have led you. What is going on with y'all today? What do I need here? Y'all are on one. How do I do this? How do we do this? It's fun to say the C word in Australia. Well, lucky for all of us, that we're just becoming greater and greater in America too. I mean, because this, what a great word. What a solid term. That word describes me? Well, if you know my real last name, you would know that I've probably heard that word many times in my life. Many, many, many times. Yeah, there's something I can definitely do about that. Yep, there's something I can definitely do about that. Wow, Dump Chest, congratulations. You've officially shown us that you can't make an original joke. Fucking get your comedy better, okay, bro? You've been making the same joke for 12 months. Doug Bowser's not even the CEO now. Get it together, dude. Get it together. I'm disappointed in you, Dump Chest. I used to think you were a beacon of comedy here on Twitch, but now I just know you're another hack. Another comedic hack. A hack!
However, due to being extremely poor living in Venezuela, it was just a distant dream. Using his creativity, he made a cardboard Super Mario game.
An unoriginal. What up, Dizzy? Is he?
Video went viral. Thanks to the video, Nintendo's soon-to-be former CEO Doug Bowser, he is still CEO until 2026.
He is not. He's not holding. He's not making any important decisions anymore. He's just collecting a. He's just collecting a paycheck now. He's not doing shit. Figurehead CEO at best. They should make a way to increase bits needed by length of message. That would actually be nice.
And anyways, he isn't actively suing Echo. He already won.
It's fair. That is fair. I'll give you that one. Wouldn't Paco Gutierrez be like 12 years old now? He's starting in 11 and 8 days for your copy pasta purposes. LFA, thank you for 63 months. I love subs. I fucking love subs.
Don't just gifted a tier 1 sub to my account.
I'm so excited.
You got an uncle named Mike? Yo, it's Sandy Eric. Why are you gifting 10 gift subs? Holy fucking shit. Thank you so much, Incendiary Eric. You do not have to do that. Holy dick balls. That is fucking wild. I love subs. Do you think Doug Bowser got promoted from it by his name? I have to feel like having the name Bowser at Nintendo was definitely helped his standing there, right? Well, now I'm dead. Like, I'm just not gonna, there's just nothing I can do. There's no way I'm gonna get that guy. Fucking ledge camper. Have to hit him first? Thanks, Dyer. Should go into coaching. In my mind, though, you literally said that like, I'm gonna help him out here. Like you thought, like you know what? I'm really gonna help him out. He clearly doesn't see what you need to do. This game have infinite continues? Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It does not matter. Oh, he did come back, and we said sorry. Yeah, we said sorry to the Perry guy. Yeah, I don't remember that one. Does unmistakably bad advice count as backseating? Yeah, but it's worse than backseating. You think the Lions need a new offensive coordinator? Nah. Lions are fine. When we're 5-3, it's not like it's like time to panic or anything, you know? I think everything's fine. Tough divisional game against a team with a good roster that finally got a starting quarterback back yesterday. Yeah, I hit him first. They had no business beating the Lions. They blocked a kick. What do you mean they blocked a kick? You don't win a lot of games when you get a kick blocked. What's the point of being the cuck if I can't watch? I need to get there in 2 hours and 1 minute. Good point. Am I gonna get stabbed yet? Okay. Did I see Jane Daniels snapping his arm? No, I was at Dwarfinator Extreme Wrestling when Jane Daniels broke his arm or dislocated it. Yeah, the Packers loss was way worse than the Lions loss. I don't even know why we're talking about it. It just more sucks that the Bears won. I'm more worried about the Bears winning than the Lions losing yesterday. Can't unsee that shit. Probably the worst video of someone having a massive injury all year. I didn't know that could happen. I'm just I didn't see it. Jaden's your fantasy QB? Yeah, I got Jackson Dart though, so I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Jackson's gonna continue rushing for touchdowns. You're upset the Jays lost? Bad base running for the Jays. Yeah, they did. Bad base running ended up killing him. The Scatterby one was pretty rough. Yeah, that was pretty rough. I'm glad no one picked up on the real joke I made. Yeah, I said to my wife, like, at halftime, I mean, how long do they keep him in? What do I think the AEW needs to do to capitalize on current anti-WWE sentiment? I don't think that... I think WWE fans are WWE fans, right? Like, I don't know if there's much that's gonna get them to, like, turn over, I guess, like, necessarily. I mean, honestly, I just think AEW should keep doing what it's doing. Yeah, like, I don't know, like, I just think AEW needs to put on a good show, but do you know what it needs? Like, AEW needs, like, the star, their star. Like, until AEW can get, like, truly that guy that's, like, a crossover star, like, someone you could see hosting an SNL, it's gonna be tough for them. I mean, WWE lives a lot off their own nostalgia. Not unsimilar to, like, Nintendo. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, AEW's got in my opinion, a better, you know, week-to-week product and better pay-per-views right now. So yeah, I just don't think, like, people don't care that WWE goes to Saudi Arabia and shit. They don't care. It's not really changing anyone's mind. Yeah. I also don't think it needs to be like that. Like, I think they can just, like, they can both exist. Didn't they? AEW did have Mike Tyson, though. They did have Mike Tyson referee a match at some point. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Unshaved Hobo. To so many people, wrestling is WWE. What do you mean manufactured significance? Like, it being the only wrestling for 20 some odd years, you know, it having the history of The Rock and yada yada yada, stuff like that, you know. Yeah, I mean, I just don't think it's ever gonna be like a it happens instantly thing. Okay. Isn't that WWE though? WWE also gets posted on Reddit immediately. What do you mean, dump chest? It's the same thing. Everything gets posted on, every TV show ever gets posted on Reddit immediately. Yeah, but so does WWE ones. Yeah, I would just say like they both. That happens with both of them. I don't know how that's like relevant. Oh, see, wait. So you don't watch either. So why are you participating in the conversation? Wait, you don't watch either of them. So what are we even talking? Why are you having such strong opinions on this? Funny. Whoa, 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 whoa. You enjoy reading? Oh, fuck. I need to go there. That's where I need to go. That's where I need to go right there. Wrestling impacts my life deeply. Deeply. I don't think dump chest has ruined your stream. Only enhanced it. Alright. Alright. Okay. 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 Alright, we're going up here. Up here. Up here. Okay, down here. Okay. This one in Space Hulk? What's Space Hulk? Starting to think I won't beat the timer? I'm starting to think you guys are being very negative. $40K tactical game? Wait, like Warhammer 40K? Now Warhammer, that's a game that I think survives off the whales. Just like the streamers do, Warhammer. Did Dump Chest get married yet? Dump Chest, are you getting married? Does she know about your hobbies of trolling streamers? What do you tell her about? What do you tell her? Are you like, have you told her so? So I'm kind of popular in a few medium-sized internet communities for being a rather gentle troll. Are you doing your honeymoon in Venezuela? Yeah. You gotta give back. Why can't you tell her about Paco Gutierrez? You haven't told her about Paco Gutierrez? She doesn't even know? Oh, she's familiar with Paco? She hates it as much as everyone else? I really don't hate it. I kind of love it. But I think that is the same way that I kind of love this game. And that I think it might be like, I'm starting to think if I got kidnapped and held hostage for like 6 months, I would be totally in love with those people. Is she also on Twitch? Chat, he said he was marrying a girl. Do you not hear him? She don't gamer? In my mind, it's just like you and her having like, you guys are having like a nice candlelit dinner. She's talking about something, probably something about the wedding, you know, relatively important, something she's gonna want your opinion on. And you're sitting there eating, shaking your head, just going right in your mind. Paco Gutierrez, age 9, sued by Doug Bowser for $200 million after making a console in Venezuela. It's like the classic, like, is he thinking about other girls? But really, he's just thinking Paco Gutierrez, age 9. It was a funny meme when it was actually new. You know what I'm gonna give credit for though? Is that he's refunnied it. It's funny again now, to me. The Labubu scared the fuck out of you? Why? Wait, how do I get out of here? How do I get out of here? Oh no, he's thinking about it. Oh yeah. Okay. All right, we good. Hey kid, I'm a giant Labubu. Get your mother to pay $24,000 for me. Labubu? That's what my unboxing costume was? Yeah, with my kid. That's why he said, I'm gonna open the biggest Labubu ever, chat. It was a whole gimmick. It was adorable, whole gimmick. My wife put a ton of work into like 72 different costumes. Because she was like, oh yeah, she's like, I want to hit one this year with B. You know, a good costume hit. And then the 6-7 one, that was the one that popped off. Adorable's a strong word. Well, I'm adorable. My son's adorable. Feels pretty appropriate word to be using. If you don't need to do this in 2 hours, why haven't you beaten this yet? Because I can only play about 6 a day before I lose my mind. No! There you go. What? Man, that's why. That's why, man. That is why. That is why. That is why. I got hot. I took my clothes off. I did. Got too hot. Speedrunning this game after I beat it? Maybe. For 2,000 gift subs, I'll speedrun this game. Now that I took off my clothes, you're hot? That was the idea. Now I get, like, see now, this is where the time of the stream where I bank right now and slowly getting more and more naked. Like, bottom half already been naked. But top half then. And then this is what they were accusing me of earlier, the gay baiting. Fuck. Well, they don't need to accuse me because I'm doing it, right? I'm openly doing it. Hats off next? No, I keep the hat on. And the socks. Can confirm the bait. I bait you so you can bait some. Never mind. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm just gonna apologize for that one. I'm just gonna stop. I'm just gonna stop. Leaving socks on, psycho behavior, isn't it though? Oh. No! Stop falling down there, you stupid piece of shit, dude. Why no? Why none, Rocco? Are you scared? Can I tell you guys the thing? When you say no homo to me, all that means is that you're definitely super duper like, I feel like that's objectively gayer than sucking a dick. You know? Like, you're so insecure. Your insecurity is so lame, right? You don't need to say that. Have it be a little, yeah. You know what you should say? Some homo. Yeah. Also, honestly, when you say it, it offends me as a dude. I'm just offended. I'm like, why not? Why none? Am I not attractive? Not good enough for you? You don't like my personality? Right? Not really, Scott West, because usually somebody that's going to say that it thinks they're about to say something really profound and smart. But then it is just racist. Most of those people are just trying to, like, you know, play a cute meme. Like, I'll give them that. That's why we don't just, like, ban it. Yeah. I do. I keep it tight. The girlfriend was in Vegas for a girls' weekend. My wife went to Vegas for a girls' weekend and was in bed at 9 o'clock. They were in bed at 9 o'clock every night. I called her at one point, like 10:30, thinking she's like getting ready to go out. They're all in their PJs, hitting a vape, ordering room service. Are they all moms? No, she was the only mom of the crew, which probably is the reason she was the only one that wanted to go out. The other two just wanted to have peace and quiet from their fucking boyfriends. Yeah, I think the other two were just like, I just don't want to listen to our boyfriends for a week. Sounds like such a good time. I was just saying, we could have done that. They could have just rented out my house. I could have gone and stayed somewhere for a weekend. They could have done that exact same thing. Their Vegas trip could have been an email. All right. Did they see Thunder from Down Under? My wife is much more likely to go see, like, to spearmint rhino. She gets to see a rock hard man body helicopter in front of her all the time. That's not what she's missing in life. Yeah, that's not the thing she's missing. Yeah, nothing sexier than getting done, just helicoptering it around. You've only been to Vegas once, less than an hour. Vegas has got cool architecture. But I think it's like anything else in the world right now. It's too expensive to enjoy. It's just way too expensive to enjoy. We make each other very happy. We've been together forever, though. Like, we're getting to the point, like, I'm not far from, like, having been with my wife for, like, half my life soon. Architecture's not a word you thought you'd hear alongside Vegas? There's not much cool architecture outside of the Northeast in America. There's really not. Vegas has dope architecture. Yeah. Wrong? Chicago would like a word? Oh, your buildings are tall. Oh, you got a fountain. I'm sorry, Chicago. You're okay. You're fine. You're solid, right? But, nah. Chicago buildings are awesome. Okay. Uneducated? Oh, the bean. Oh, wow, a big shiny bean. Actually, you know what I like more than the bean is that, like, the waterfall next to the bean. The waterfall with the faces on it. I'll grant you, Chicago's good. But it's not as good as Boston, New York, or Vegas. And I don't think its buildings are particularly, like, cool. They're just, like, big. Psycho take? I don't think that's a... What do you mean? You're not giving me any other take. You're just saying your take's bad. I'm saying I'm giving you legit examples. You're making bad faith arguments. Fuck Boston. Oh yeah, dude. The strip looks fucking awesome. What do you mean? The buildings are cool. What are we talking about? What are you arguing? Why is that offending you? As a Chicagoan, why is that offending you? Jesus Christ, Chicago. Listen, Chicago, you need to get over it. You're a good city, the best in the Midwest, okay? But the Midwest also kind of sucks. Shit, I deserve to die right there. I deserve to die right there. I deserve to die right there. Yeah, you both get shit on my New York. What are we talking about? You're better. Yo, you have better architecture than LA does. Thoughts on the Seattle skyline? The Space Needle is a wholly unimpressive piece. LA's too big. LA's bottom tier. LA's a dope city if you're not in a car. Yeah, it's great when you're not in a car. When you're in a car, like, ugh. Love it when I'm not in a car. think there's lots of awesome parts not in a car. Throwing shade at Detroit? Nah, Detroit's dope. Detroit's got great buildings. We've got history. We've got art. Detroit's got art all over downtown. Detroit's a cool city. No, wait, Detroit's a fucking amazing city. But like, is it as cool architecture-wise Chicago? Probably not. But Detroit is definitely the most underrated city currently in America. People think Detroit is like fucking RoboCop or, you know, 1992 Detroit or whatever they saw off 8 Mile. When literally none of them could even afford a house on 8 Mile now. Are they building the industries back? The unions have kept the car industry alive in Detroit, but I don't think anyone's building any industry in America back. No. I mean, I think honestly, I think the American car companies are just hanging on until they let those cheap ass Chinese EVs in here. Yeah, Detroit's nice. New Orleans is better than all of them. I haven't been to New Orleans enough to say that, but Detroit is definitely cleaner. We don't have as many parades though. Detroit's dope because all the sports are downtown too, which is really nice. Yeah, like you still go out like let's still like any other city. There's shitty parts, but there's shitty parts of your local town with 5,000 people in it too, you know? Yeah. Yeah, I think New York has the best buildings in America for sure. Are there any attractions in the 8 Mile? Sure. Gun store, pawn shop, liquor store, gun store, pawn shop, liquor store. What do you mean? I don't know what that means. JJ Abrams. Yeah, New York's got the best bridges too. Sounds like Vegas. Anywhere outside the strip, for sure, yeah. Vegas outside the strip is rough, but I'm just saying the strip itself, cool buildings. That was my only argument that I ever made about Vegas. It's got cool buildings. It's got good buildings. And then people got upset that I said it had better buildings than Chicago, apparently. It does. Sears Tower's so mid. I'm sorry, Sears Tower's so mid. The lights, the details, especially the details when you get up close at most of the casinos, they've got a lot of cool details, small art, little things to see. You can be a music venue out by 8 Mile, you can see an alt-rock band with 2 queer-coded Asian twinks in it. Opening for a racist metal band called The South Will Rise Again. Source me, I played in the band with the Asian twinks. I need to make sure this one gets allowed. Someone's never been on the Chicago Architecture Boat Tour? Oh, I have. All right, it's fine. You know what I think? I think some of you have never traveled at all. I think some of you need to live in more than one place so you don't get so biased. Yeah, there's someone out here right now that's like, I don't know. I think it's Nashville that has the best. And I'm like, God, I want to go to Europe so bad, but like, it's hard to like go on it's hard to do anything on my own. Like, I feel like everything I have to do now is like, if it's a vacation, I need to make sure that like, it's, you know, with my wife, and like, it's just hard. Chicago is the most overrated city. St. Louis is the GOAT. Okay, okay. Well, now we're just saying things in chat. I will say the Arch is cooler than I thought it would be. I'll give St. Louis that, but like St. Louis just loses on default by having the worst major airport in the country without question. Where would I like to, dude? I'd like to visit. I'd like to visit everywhere. Like I think there's probably something really cool and awesome in the vast majority of places and countries, and there's probably something beautiful in just about every state or anywhere where shit is around. Like there's just something amazing. Yeah. Guys, I've been to Chicago 1,000 fucking times. I've seen your buildings. I've taken the tours. I've ridden your boats. All right, I've froze my ass off at 4 in the morning in your late night bars that only serve beer and wine. Okay, I've done it. You're not gonna convince me. All right, I'm already fucking biased. Yeah, I've had your fucking shitty pizza. Okay, I've heard you moan and bitch about my toppings I put on my fucking hot dog. Jesus fucking Christ. Get over it. I know, I get it. You're from Chicago. You love Chicago. Everyone from Chicago loves Chicago. It's cold as fucking dick in the winter. It's hot as all ass in the fucking summer. All right? It's got tall buildings. Great. It's got Lake Michigan. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Michigan's got 5 of the Great Lakes. You got 1. Now get over it. You're a fine city, okay? You're a fine city. Top 5. Top 5, all right? You're not number 1. Shut the fuck up. All right? You don't have cooler buildings than Vegas. You don't have cooler buildings than New York. You don't have cooler culture than Boston, all right? Get over it. The Blackhawks suck. The Bears fucking ass. Caleb Williams is a much better than any of you all deserve because you moan and bitch about him the whole time. And Michael Jordan, you know what? You know what? Michael Jordan will be a fucking top 23 player in today's NBA because he would just be too short and weak, all right? Shut the fuck up. I'm over it. Done talking about this. I've declared war on Chicago? No, Chicago declared war the first moment. I didn't even mention their fucking name. I didn't even say Chicago's name, and everyone in Chicago, whoa, bro, Sears Tower, bro, the Sears Tower. You guys don't even have a good accent. You was with me to the MJ tank? Oh yeah, Michael Jordan, all fucking 6'7", fucking 190 pounds of Michael Jordan would have been so good against Giannis. It would have been like the 50th best jumper in today's NBA. Fuck. There's a great rant till I accidentally praised Boston. I didn't accidentally. Listen, some of those East Coast cities just have the advantage of building some of those buildings when we had a king. Chicago? No, your pizza's ass. No, deep dish pizza? You know how I know it's bad? None of you eat it, okay? None of you go and get it on the regular. You only get it when one of us comes to visit. And then you clown us into making us think that you like it when you really don't. It's just everything Chicago is just basically playing a trick on all of us who visit there. Oh yeah, check out our pizza and our hot dogs. Come drink some Malort. You guys are basically just tricking. This is what you're doing. I'm realizing what's happening with Chicagoans. There is a universal thing in Chicago where you all talk about how great it is and how great your things are. So we come and visit so that way you can go, ha ha, when we hate all your shit. You're gaslighting the rest of us. They're just gas lamping. I was with Chicago until you guys started what, comparing yourselves to New York architecture-wise? Are you crazy? That's just insane. Ketchup is good on hot dogs. Or more so, why would you care what anyone puts on your hot dogs? That's weird.
Okay, Mr. I love non-che gao deep dish puzzle.
I mean, I'd say Domino's has good cheap pizza. Now, do LA? Well, Los Angeles is like square miles is just like significant. Los Angeles's area that it covers is just bigger than most of your states, and there's more people in Los Angeles than is in the state you're living in right now. The Los Angeles area code would have more electoral votes than you. Your entire state. Los Angeles has no culture. San Diego's got perfect weather. LA has no culture, but LA has perfect weather and beaches. So it's really got that going for it, which is nice. If LA was a public transport, you know what I'll give Chicago? If LA had a public transportation equivalent like Chicago does, it could bang. But it's just being in a car, it's so long, and going anywhere takes forever. Okay, I didn't say LA didn't have microcultures. Oh, Sloran, see, you're the type of exhausting people that it's like exhausting to have conversations with about stuff like this, right? Because that's not what I said. That's not what I said, all right? You're twisting what I said. The LA subway? Does it have an underground subway? I don't think it has a subway. Does it have a subway? LA's culture is just non-white? No, that's not what I said. See, you're putting words in my mouth and trying to make me look stupid. That's not what I said at all. It's an implant city. It's an implant city. It's a new city. It's been around for about 70 years. What do you mean? Yeah, it's got a mix of a bajillion cultures, sure. It doesn't have a big, giant culture. Listen, just the fact that just the fact that not everyone's defending it, despite a lot of people living in LA, not everyone's defending it like they're defending Chicago right now, is proving my point. I'm saying it's not white. You said it has no culture. You know what? You've done nothing wrong. I just don't want to listen to you anymore. You are someone who's going to argue with me no matter what I say. You are going to be a technically right person, and I'm over it. What's my favorite style pizza? Free. I'm just over it. I'm just over it. He's literally arguing. Yes, it's got a ton of microcultures. Yes, it does have a ton of microcultures. That's what I was talking about. Detroit's got culture that's also non-white. That's not what I was talking about. But Detroit's got a culture. New York's culture is super non-fucking white. It's got a culture. Detroit's culture is cars and Eminem? No, not even a little bit. Eminem's not even like Eminem. Like, okay, listen, I'm gonna rip off the Band-Aid for you non-Michiganders, okay? I'm gonna rip off the Band-Aid for you non-Michiganders. Eminem is not the most beloved Detroit artist, or even the most beloved Detroit rapper. He's not. Jay Dilla is probably the most beloved Detroit rapper. And yeah, I think Kid Rock still might pull more. Fuck. Yes. I know that's gonna be weird to anyone like outside Michigan. I love Atlanta. Yeah, what's Detroit's culture? What's Motown music? Yeah, I think LA is like, it's just too big to have like some cohesiveness in it. Which I think I agree. It has tons of microcultures, you know? I can't wait till you see that guy in Barb's chat. Complaining that I banned him in here. Didn't do anything wrong. I just didn't want to do it. What are the southern states like? I mean, they're all different. He already submitted an unbanned request, did he? You know what? I might give it to him. I don't know if North Carolina is south proper. Oh, fuck. I'm sorry I was correct and you didn't like it. That is a good... How do I feel about Seattle? I've been to Seattle a grip of times. I can't say that I ever particularly had a ton of fun. And I will say your Space Needle is not impressive. I think North Carolina is like the beginning of the South. I think there's part of North Carolina that is not the South. It's right in the name, right? What's Portland culture? Sambuca. Portland culture is weird and just based on like, just do whatever the fuck you want. No one else is gonna bother you. White people who like to protest. Atlanta is a cultural beacon. Atlanta is the culture. If you don't know what I mean by that, you probably also never, you know, had a chitlin. Strip clubs and ass shaking. All right, let's play a game right here where we're not going to comment on any of these places that we've never actually spent like at least a week in them. Think Toronto has a better Space Needle? They do. I like Toronto. Toronto is a cool city. It was also really clean. And it felt like big, but not busy. I don't know. But maybe that's just because I was there in snowstorms. I've never been to Europe. I can't comment on them. Atlanta is the strip club capital of the world. What am I doing here? I haven't spent that much time in Houston, but I never had a particularly fun time in it. Houston reminded me of being in a car in Houston reminded me of being in a car in LA, except my destination was way worse. Not wrong? Okay, so there you go. But I can't comment on it that... Oh. I don't know that much about it. I forgot about it. Is WeSkill now still my editor? Yes. Until I die or WeSkill finds another job, he will be my editor. I don't really want to work with anyone else at this point. WeSkill's top tier? I think so. I don't know where to go. Fuck, what did I do? What do I do here? Remember now. I don't know what to do. I can't remember. I need to open this. Why is it upside down? Because this game is trolly as fuck. Game be trolly, dude. Oh, that's where I started. What if Mario Maker was inspired by this? Well, horrible inspiration. Yeah, I did drink the upside down potion. Oh, there was a place real quick to fix it. Am I looking forward to Stranger Things? I mean, like, I'm gonna watch it, but like, I guess I don't care that much. Wait, really? It wants me to do this? I had to have done something wrong here, chat. I don't think this is what I'm supposed to be going at all. Yeah, I mean, I want to see how it wraps up, but like, I also am like, how much can I really care at this point? Ready to get Game of Thrones? Not even in the same realm. Stranger Things is not even anywhere in the same realm as Game of Thrones was, dude. You're gonna watch it but not care that much as a Netflix sweet spot? Actually, I guess you're right. Are the Stranger Kids things supposed to still be in elementary school? No. Yeah, it's just been so long. It's been like 3 years, but I have that problem with like everything, man. It's like, the Apple Show. Why can't I think of its name now? With Ben Wyatt. Severance. Severance. Why? Yeah, like Severance. Like, I love Severance. It's amazing. Obsessed, right? But it's like you're gonna. And I mean, I just finished it. And now it's like, all right. Well, now it's gonna be 3 years before I get another one, right? 3 years. It's just hard for me to care. After 3 years, you can rewatch it. Then do you care? It's not the same. You just rewatch it all and you're ready for next season? Yeah, but you got 3 years. It's gonna be 3 years before you get a next season. Okay, I need to go up there. I know what I need to do. It's just hard. I know! As someone who's been waiting for wins and winners, 3 years is nothing. Well, I mean, I will tell you right now, I don't care as much about wins and winners as I did 3 years ago. I guess it doesn't matter because I'm still gonna buy it. Listen, I'm getting real used to this Dungeon Crawler Carl release date. Yeah, I don't think it's coming out either. Okay, I remember. You think Winds of Winter's coming out? Dream of Spring? No chance. Yeah, I think that's probably accurate. I bet Elementary had 5 seasons in between Stranger Things seasons 4 and season 5. Yeah, I mean, that's really hard. Well, that's the other thing too, is like, there's no pretense that any of these are kids anymore. Not that it matters, but. Also, I don't like David Harbour. I stay with Lily Allen. I'm a Lily Allen guy. I don't necessarily need like 22 episode seasons every fall. But I do think when it's a crazy heavy story, I do think it's like, I wouldn't mind that. I think TV show quality probably like in general is up because like I think when you make 10 episodes of TV, it's going to be easier. You just need less filler, right? You don't need that Lost episode where they make a golf course. But then on the other hand, like stuff like that really, I think actually really helps characters and stories in their own way. I didn't get upset right there. That was a good Lost episode. I know, right? That is a good Lost episode. No, but it's different when they were kids, you know, and they grew up. That's all. What did the Stranger Things guy do to Lily Allen? They were married. And Lily Allen just released her first album in a long time. And the whole album is just basically about how much he sucks. Wait, is that the golf episode too? No potion. Lily Allen's funny because she makes very unserious music. I think it's my least favorite episode of Lost. To be fair, we knew he sucked for a while, and I really don't care. Ah! Ooh, not Penny's Boat. That was a good episode of Lost. Lost was awesome. I don't care what anyone says. It didn't end well, though. I think the thing with Lost's ending, too, is it's not even like... I don't even think it was that bad. It's just almost point... Like, the whole, like... Anything that happened off the island that last season was stupid and pointless, and not... There's just no reason for us to watch it. And it intentionally, like... people are still clearly confused because so many people think like that meant that everyone in the Lost Island was dead the whole time, and that's not what happened. Not what happened at all. I actually like season 5. I like season 5 where they're jumping around everywhere. Desmond. It's way easier to make good mystery when you have to worry about the ending, right? It's easier to write a mystery than it is to write an ending for a mystery. Yeah. You met Desmond at the bank when they were filming in Hawaii? Everything's a mystery, you don't know how to write a conclusion? I think if you're going to create a mystery, you got to have a pretty good idea of the ending of it before you create it. Sometimes I think writers just create the mystery. Well, I think you also have the problem where, like, a writer who works on a show one season isn't necessarily going to work on the show the next year. They might have had an idea, but it's gone. Best ending to a show ever. I think Good Place ends pretty good. I think that sticks the landing. I think it's hard. I mean, I don't think there's a lot of... I've never seen The Wire, so I can't do it. I used to hate the Sopranos one, but I kind of love it, mostly because I think everyone's wrong about it. Dinosaurs, or just everything blows up. Actually, that is a good ending. You really like the ending to How I Met Your Mother? I know you're trolling. I know for a fact you are trolling. I know you just trolled everybody really hard. How I Met Your Mother, like, I feel like they had to go out of their way to make an ending that bad. How I Met Your Mother can't be that bad? That ending? I don't know. That one's rough. How I Met Your Mother ending might have worked if there was only 2 seasons of the show. How I Met Your Mother felt like, I feel like we were just like, what do I want to say? How do I want to put this? Like, some TV writer really wanted to tell his best friend that he loved her. And instead of telling her, he wrote 10 seasons of TV about it in a way that he thought would make his kids okay with it. Oh, Sarah Connor Chronicles is awesome. I loved that show. What's Summer Glau doing nowadays? Call me Summer. Call me Summer. Feel like it went on too long? Yeah, I agree. I mean, I agree on that. I completely agree that it went on too long. I mean, that's a hard thing though. I mean, when do you stop a show? It's still making money. Seinfeld ending's not as bad as people say. I agree with that. I don't think Seinfeld ending is as bad as people say it is. I completely agree with that. The ending of the Alien show? I haven't watched the new Alien show. I'm gonna get my wife to watch Alien. She's never seen it. No, I didn't have a problem with like the whole courtroom part of Seinfeld. Yeah. And also I liked that it pointed out the thing that we should have pointed out. These are horrible people. You know what I think a lot of people don't like Seinfeld ending? Because they're also horrible people. And they thought they were fine people because Seinfeld was doing the same thing. Yeah, it's too real. It hits people too hard. Hot take. All right. There's this person on Love Island this past season, chat. And she's definitely the most popular person on the internet. Her name's Huda. Okay? And I know before you're like, what the fuck is he talking about? Where's this going? I promise you this will have a good story, a good end of the story. Okay? Huda is a psychopathic, emotionally abusive person on a dating show. And she gaslit people, accused people of doing the things that she was doing. She's an overall menace. Laughs about when other people are racist. She's just an overall menace, right? No, she is just a bad person, chat. But the internet loves Huda, and I've seen so many people justify Huda's actions because, oh, that person made her crazy or that person did it. And I realized as I was looking at this, as I was watching the reaction, because Love Island's my favorite show. I don't hide that. As I was watching the internet react to this girl in real time, I realized what they were doing is they do the same things, and they were like, oh, this person is also doing it, so it must be okay. I'm going to defend their behavior, right? I know, we're getting deep here. Wait, where do I go now? The Love Island audience skews psychopathic. Yeah, they're projecting. And the same thing happened with Seinfeld. Was she fun TV? For a little bit. She was not fun TV after. There got to a point where Huda was not fun TV. I don't know where to go. Kramer was not a bad person. I also feel like I'm being trolled. Maybe his character, no, but... That's bait. I feel like... Walter White was a hero at the end? Listen, I don't want to talk about Breaking Bad the same way I don't like talking about Final Fantasy VII. I mean, Jerry Seinfeld did pick up his 17-year-old girlfriend from school, which on one end, at least he didn't make her drive. What did Final Fantasy VII do? Nothing, I just don't like it. It's just not my game. It's just not my game, I just don't like it. Yeah, I would say him and Kramer, yeah, the actors, yeah, probably not top tier humans. But listen, they probably think I'm not a top tier human, so... He helped relieve the burden of the New York school bus system. Do they have school buses in New York City? I don't even know what a Fire Emblem is. No, I thought I played a little bit of the remake. I thought it was adequate. I thought it was just as what the other one was. Some people do let Kramer off the hook pretty hard. Well, bro, the internet lets, I mean, the internet is, you can't judge the world by the internet right now, all right? There might be a whole group of, you can't judge the internet right now because the algorithm controllers control it all. I don't think you can really use the internet to judge what's popular on the internet, like what's actually popular, if that makes sense. Like what actually people think and what's actually popular. Even if it's like a full real chat, like I'm hoping this one is, because like we're gonna be, you know, our own bias. You're a bot, Deep Boo. I need that bot money, baby. I liked Seinfeld growing up. I thought it was a funny show. I never watched Friends. So I couldn't tell you anything about them. Imagine living in this hellscape? What do you mean? You don't have to imagine. The premise was they were friends. Did I watch MTV growing up when it still showed music? Yeah, TRL rocked. I mean, MTV's still around. It's just now it's ridiculousness, the channel. I used to like pop-up video, yeah. I mean, there's some things I might like a lot, but it was the wrong timing. Well, TRL came on before 106 in Park. So TRL would come on, and TRL would be on. And then you would get Yo MTV Raps, and you could watch the top 3 songs of Yo MTV Raps before 106 in Park came on. And then you turn on 106 in Park, and ironically, usually whoever was on TRL also came on 106 in Park right after. Then Comic View would come on. Of course, you'd watch Comic View. But this was all like, that was all before The Basement. The Basement is what I used to watch, and then they took The Basement away, and then it went to TRL. I don't know if y'all remember The Basement. My chat might be a little too Caucasian for The Basement. Rap City. Hits on the Streets? Dude, when hits ended up being in How High, I felt like my boy had made it. Hits from the Streets was better than Tom Green, and I'll stand by that. Hits on the Streets. Dude, I always wondered why Big Tigga didn't get like a real, like, why was he never featured on rap songs? Big Tigga could rap better than like half the people that would come on his show. I actually think a show like that would bang now. Big Tigga should bring back The Basement. I used to watch a lot of Pimp My Ride. I used to want so desperately to get on Pimp My Ride, and like hindsight, I'm so grateful that I didn't. Boondocks is great. Okay, so it's too high. Okay, all right. How did Pimp My Ride ruin lives? Because it gave people like a giant tax bill and a car they couldn't drive. But mostly the big thing was they didn't actually fix like the engines or anything's in the cars. Yeah, they didn't actually like make the cars run more. Yeah. Basically, you would have to. Basically, like your best bet was selling the car, right? If you go in on Pimp My Ride, you got a tax bill. They didn't pay your tax bill, and your best bet was basically selling the car, right? That would have been your best bet. They said pimp. I know, but I think we all thought they were fixing the cars too, right? So then you give these people, right? So then you give these humans who had a shitty car, most likely are not living in a great place. Also, most likely don't have a garage to put the car in. All right. So you give these people all three of those things. The car still doesn't run, so they don't get to their job anymore. It's just now they don't get to their job. And when it breaks down, the AAA guy is like, 50 TVs, maybe you should get a working car. You know? So then you have a car that's worth a good amount of money, but you can't really sell it for that amount of money. Because there's no market for people to buy that fucking shit. And if there was, anybody who would want to buy it would want to, you know, have an engine that works. So I've been playing this game for a month now. I started it last Monday. Your sense of time is insane. Your sense of time is horrible. Oh, that was last month. Okay, fair. You know what? Fair, actually. Yep, fair. Should have made a sequel, Unpimp My Ride. I don't know where I'm going. Oh, it was great for West Coast Customs. I think West Coast Customs was the real only winner out of that. I actually think Exhibit was kind of a loser of Pimp My Ride, because I think Pimp My Ride actually really hurt Exhibit's music career. Because, you know, he wasn't really that gangster after that. Yeah, he just became like a meme, right? Like Exhibit became like a funny meme. Oh, you want some turkey with your turkey? How about we give you some turkey? Like, he literally became a meme. Yeah, he became lame. Which I think is like, lame is like the one thing you don't want to be, is like, especially as an aging rapper. This guy's fancy. This guy just looks like he's from Rome, not from Persia. Fucking white devil invaders, man. Oh. Garbage. Garbage. You know, those fucking fake armor right there, that shiny ass fake armor. What a bitch. What a bitch. Imagine an alternate reality where Pimp My Ride was hosted by Tupac. Okay. The biggest what if that people have, and I kind of hate when, especially hip hop heads are like, yeah, man, if Tupac was alive, gangster rap would have never left. But like, Tupac himself was becoming such a Hollywood actor, and he would have starred in the Tooth Fairy. It would have been him instead of The Rock in the Tooth Fairy. Like he would have been, and Biggie would be releasing Christmas albums right now. They would have grown old and soft like every other human. Yeah, and Tupac by the end of it was so not gangster. He wanted to get away from death row so much that he recorded 9 million songs. He'd be Ice Cube. Yeah, him and Ice Cube would have made like 4 family movies, and they would have banged. And there's nothing wrong. And you know what? And there is nothing wrong with any of that. All right? Tupac could have had his show with Martha Stewart. Wu-Tang would never? Wu-Tang would never? You haven't seen what Method Man does nowadays? Yeah, Method Man definitely didn't host a rap battle TV show. No, stop. Ghostface Killer's producing video games now, bro. Me and Ghostface Killer do the same thing. Huh. Tupac faked his death. I love a good early internet conspiracy. Yeah, love a good internet fucking conspiracy. It was witches? Yeah, they're both super dead. Oh, whoa, what is this? Whoa, what the fuck is this guy? Whoa, is this, it's not like Xerxes, right? What the fuck is this? All right, well, that could be worse. Yeah, it could be worse. Could you imagine what he could do with 4 hands as a lover? Get greedy with some of them stabs? Well, it wasn't really easy to just like block those. I know, I used to think Goro was so original, and now I think Goro is just like fake as hell. I'm actually just like super disappointed. He has 6 arms, not 4. Ow, shit. Well, that's just even crazier. Oh, he does have 6 arms. Oh, wow, like a spider. Skips legs day, though, it seems. He's got like 4. That a 12-pack? Oh, get wrecked, bitch. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Okay, well, that was definitely the easiest level in the game so far. That was definitely the easiest level in the game. Like, not even close. Holy shit. Thank God these levels getting a little... Okay, 18. All right. Well, I mean, I didn't know this. I thought they were gonna warp me somewhere is what was gonna happen. Did we not all think that? Death by glitter? I feel like I got gay baited right there. Chat, that's how you do a throwback joke. That's good comedy. Oh, no, can't jump over that one. Okay. It's finishing the game, the only way to game over this SNES version. I mean, that's the only way to game over any of these versions, any of these games. Yeah. Yes, every day. Every day. Listen. I'm going to... I knew it. Every day. It's never gonna change, okay? So just get over it. You're gonna get baited every day. I should try, after this game, I should try Blackthorn. Same type of game. You're not selling it. Didn't really sell the game to me. Was that black thing on the ground? I don't know. I tried to go over and pick it up. It didn't seem to do anything. Oh, I see. I killed the sparkles. I was like, where did the sparkles go? I killed them. And then I killed myself. Great job, me. That was a great job, me. Wonderful. That was a wonderful job. I'm awesome. Has anyone suggested Maniac Mansion? Yes, Maniac Mansion. I think Maximum Carnage is next, though. Maximum Carnage by Anna Commando. Maximum Carnage has been one people have requested pretty hard. I feel like it'll be relatively fun, too. Is there another version of Maniac Mansion? Has anyone suggested Leisure Suit Larry? It's got to be games I didn't already beat and play as a kid. Why don't you just suggest the Man game? Someday we'll get UN Squadron. I don't think anyone's wrong about UN Squadron. I just don't think, like... It's got the community behind it. Okay. You did not expect that jump to end well? Me neither, to be honest with you, but... Yo, I appreciate that. Bart vs. Space Mutants was kind of the game that started the series, honestly. Sorry, I'm in extreme focus mode, chat. Extreme focus mode. Imagine having to go in the bathroom in the middle of the night in this castle. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. They're just going wherever they need to go. I gotta pee, chat. Hey, quick break. I gotta pee. Fucking hate this game. I feel like we're so close, and it's so long. Like, it's so long. All right, 18 levels is kind of nuts. There's 2 more. I imagine like one's normal and then the second one's like just like a boss. What I'm hoping. Or this level is just gonna be forever. I'm worried this level is gonna take me like an hour. How many subs to force a reset at level 20? Listen, I've already gone through this. If you had the money, you would just make an offer and then we'd negotiate. You wouldn't give me the ability to make an offer. So mine is 500. Yes. All right, I'm gonna pee.